Nathan Cleary's marriage meltdown. Golden boy dumps WAG in ugly divorce. She claims he cheated with cheerleaders. The whistle blows, the crowd roars, and Nathan Cleary stands tall, the NRL's golden boy, orchestrating another Panthers miracle. But what happens when the stadium lights dim, and the hero's heart unravels? In the quiet of a Penrith night, a marriage crumbled, whispers of betrayal swirled, and the man who carried a club to glory faced his darkest hour off the field. How does a champion, revered by thousands, navigate the wreckage of love lost, with a nation watching his every move? This is the story of Nathan Cleary, not the halfback, not the premiership winner, but the man whose private pain became a public storm. It was early 2025, and Nathan Cleary was untouchable. At 27, he'd led the Penrith Panthers to 4 straight premierships, his cool head and laser-like kicking game earning him comparisons to rugby league immortals. Off the field, his life seemed just as golden, married to his high school sweetheart, Emily, a social media influencer whose smile lit up Panthers games. Their Penrith home, nestled in the shadow of Blue Bet Stadium, was a haven of love, or so fans believed. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming. Rumors of late-night arguments and strained silences began to leak, first to close friends, then to the tabloids. By March, the news broke. Nathan and Emily were done, their divorce papers filed, and Emily's cryptic Instagram post, captioned, "Truth will out," ignited a firestorm. Please like, share, and subscribe for more sport talk content. The allegations hit like a blindside tackle. Emily claimed Nathan had strayed, not with a teammate's partner or a rival's ex, but with a group of Panthers cheerleaders, the women who danced on the sidelines of his greatest triumphs. The story spread faster than a Cleary bomb kick, fueled by grainy photos of Nathan at a Sydney nightclub, surrounded by smiling faces. Penrith, a working-class heartland where loyalty is king, reeled. Fans who'd cheered Nathan's every play now debated his character in pubs and on X. Was this the real Nathan Cleary, a man whose charm masked a betrayal, or was there more to the story than the headlines screamed? The turning point came at a press conference, one Nathan didn't want to face. Flanked by his coach and father, Ivan Cleary, he stepped into the media room at Panthers HQ, his usual confidence replaced by a haunted look. The room buzzed with tension, reporters leaning forward, cameras flashing like lightning. Nathan's voice trembled as he spoke. "I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. But I'm owning it, and I'm sorry." He didn't confirm the cheerleader rumors, didn't deny them either, just a man stripped bare, asking for space. The crowd outside, a mix of diehard Panthers fans and curious onlookers, was split. Some chanted his name, others booed, holding signs that read, "Loyalty over tries." The emotional weight of that moment wasn't just in Nathan's words, but in the silence that followed. Ivan, usually stoic, placed a hand on his son's shoulder, a gesture that spoke louder than any quote. Fans who'd seen Nathan as a demigod, untouchable, infallible, saw something new, a 27-year-old grappling with human flaws. In the stands, a young boy in a Cleary jersey wiped tears, clutching a poster of Nathan's 2023 Grand Final heroics. The NRL world, so often a cauldron of bravado, paused to witness a different kind of courage, one not measured in tackles or tries, but in accountability. Social media became a battleground. On X, #Cleary scandal trended, with fans dissecting every detail. Emily's posts, Nathan's nightclub photos, even old interviews where he'd called her, "my rock." Some defended him, pointing to the pressure of fame. The relentless spotlight on a young star. Others, especially women, rallied behind Emily, sharing stories of betrayal and heartbreak. The Sydney Morning Herald ran a feature titled, "The Fall of the Golden Boy," while talk shows debated whether Nathan's legacy was tarnished. In Penrith, murals of Cleary's face, once symbols of pride, became lightning rods for graffiti, some scrawled with hearts, others with harsher words. The NRL community grappled with its own reckoning. Rugby league, born in the working-class suburbs of Sydney and Brisbane, prides itself on mateship and loyalty. Nathan's divorce wasn't just personal, it felt like a betrayal of those values. Yet, it also sparked empathy. Older fans recalled the personal struggles of legends like Andrew Johns, whose battles with addiction didn't erase his greatness. Nathan's story, though different, tapped into a universal truth: even heroes stumble. The Panthers, led by teammates like Jerome Luai, closed ranks, refusing to let their captain face the storm alone. "He's our brother," Luai said. "We've got his back, no matter what." The aftermath spread beyond Penrith. In New Zealand, where Nathan's heritage runs deep through his Maori roots, community leaders spoke of forgiveness, urging fans to see the man, not the myth. Women's groups used the moment to highlight the pressures on partners of sporting stars, often left to navigate fame's fallout alone. Emily, meanwhile, launched a podcast, Breaking the Silence, where she spoke candidly about rebuilding her life. Her words weren't vengeful but reflective, earning her a wave of support. The scandal, once a tabloid frenzy, began to feel like a shared human story, a reminder that love, like sport, is messy and imperfect. This wasn't just about a divorce, it was about identity. Nathan Cleary had been the NRL's poster boy, the clean-cut kid who'd carried Penrith's hopes since he was 19. His marriage to Emily was part of that image, a fairy tale fans bought into. To see it unravel forced a reckoning, not just for Nathan, but for a sport that often demands its stars be larger than life. The NRL has seen its share of scandals, doping, brawls, affairs, but this felt different. It wasn't about a night gone wrong or a lapse in judgment. It was about a man confronting his choices in front of a nation that adored him. What does it mean to be a champion? For Nathan, it's no longer just about clutch kicks or premiership rings. It's about facing the mirror, owning your failures, and finding a way forward. Rugby league, for all its toughness, is a stage for human stories, triumph, heartbreak, redemption. Nathan's divorce, though painful, has revealed a side of him fans rarely see, vulnerable, flawed, real. In Penrith's pubs, where his name once sparked cheers, conversations now turn to forgiveness. He's one of us, a local barman said. He stuffed up, but who hasn't? The cultural weight of this moment lies in its universality. Australia, a nation of underdogs, loves its heroes but expects them to stay grounded. Nathan's fall from grace isn't just a sports story, it's a reflection of a society that grapples with perfection and pardon. The NRL, often criticized for its machismo, has shown a softer side, with players like James Tedesco and Cameron Munster publicly supporting Nathan. He's not the first to mess up, Munster said, and he won't be the last. But he's got heart. That heart, forged in Penrith's working-class streets, is what fans cling to. Nathan's journey forward is uncertain. He's returned to training, his focus sharper, as if the field is his refuge. Teammates say he's quieter now, but his leadership hasn't wavered. Off the field, he's sought therapy, a move that sparked praise in a sport where mental health is often sidelined. The Panthers have vowed to stand by him, with Ivan Cleary saying, "He's my son, but he's also our captain. We believe in him." Fans, too, are slowly coming around, their loyalty tempered by hope that Nathan can rebuild, not just his image, but his soul. This moment has redefined Nathan's legacy. He's no longer just the kid who won premierships, he's a man who's faced public shame and chosen to keep going. That choice, more than any try, speaks to his character. Rugby league thrives on stories of redemption, players who rise from the ashes of their own mistakes. Nathan's story, still unfolding, is one of those. Whether he leads Penrith to another title or steps back from the spotlight, he's already shown what it means to be human in a world that demands heroes. In a rare interview, Nathan opened up, his voice steady but raw. "I let people down, Emily, my family, the fans," he said.